Untrained sales practitioners often look at the buying decision for each persona in the simplest of terms. If the product has the feature the buyer needs and the price is good, then the sale should happen. While this model can work sometimes, it won't be long before you figure out it doesn't work often enough. And that's because you haven't revealed the true needs of your buyer. If features and price are not always enough to create a compelling reason to purchase your solution, then what other tools can we use? After beating your head against the wall, you'll start to realize that connecting your solution to critical business challenges or mission-critical priorities helps put your solution higher on the priority list, making the sale happen faster and easier. As you further develop your business case, you realize that there are some positive financial consequences to addressing the types of business problems your solution fixes, and also negative consequences to not fixing them. If you keep digging further, you'll find that there are also emotional consequences for solving or not solving the problem. These consequences affect the buying process and are specific to the persona of the person you're speaking to. So make sure you identify the emotional consequences with each prospect you speak with in the decision-making process. As you continue to build trust with your prospect, you'll likely learn that the consequences of failure for them individually will also have a big impact on their decision. As you can see, you have many more tools than just features to help tip the scales in your favor, but it doesn't stop there. There are also variables in the cost category that go beyond just the price of your solution. There's the time, hassle, and risk of utilizing your solution as compared to direct competitors, substitutes, or even alternatives. In many cases, these variables can cost a company much more than the price for your solution as compared to a competitor's. It affects the total cost of ownership, and this is a great way to show the true value of your solution. For example, if your product is more expensive but takes less time to utilize, you can show your buyer how choosing you will actually save money in the long run. That example can easily work for hassle and risk as well. Ultimately, to get your prospect to buy, you must change the focus from just the features your solution offers to the business problem that your product or service can solve. Your goal is to show the prospect that the cost of their problem is greater than the cost of your solution. And here's what's so great. This formula applies to the nonprofit industry when asking for major gifts, and also in the business to consumer industries as well. Regardless of what you're selling or who you're selling to, you have to tip the scales to show your buyer that this formula is true. Now, most sales professionals can do this accidentally, but it's the top sales professionals that do this on purpose in every interaction with prospects. It's also important to note that the formula does not work the other way around. You see, if you're focused on showing the buyer that the cost of your solution is less than the cost of her problem, you start selling your solution on price, and that's a losing battle. Wow, imagine how many more sales you'll be able to close if you can structure your sales presentation in a way that quantifies the business challenges your prospects are having and clearly shows how your solution can help solve those problems. Let's keep moving on to the next session and learn more.